Stanford Steve is here. Take a deep breath.
Oh, buckle up.
It's time for the accounting. College football mostly quiet until bowl season. So what we have are a bunch of basketball beats. And the more I watch these and think about it, they're far more prevalent because there are way more games.
Yes.
And they happen so suddenly that you can't mentally prepare for them. You know what I mean? Watch what we're talking about here. Like, you think you got a cover? UCF taking on NJIT.
What the hell's going on there?
You got a lot of mascot pride down there in Orlando. A lot of mascot pride.
Loves the mascots.
Charge on. UCF is giving 14. They're leading by 16 off the miss. Tony Johnson Jr. wants everyone to know he can dunk. Show out, Tony! Uh-oh. Steve, what do you think happens here when you're laying 14?
You know what's going to happen.
I'll tell you.
Hole in your eye.
Right in your nugget. Zach Cooks for 3. Maybe some fouls on the inbound. Play to the whistle. Nah, we're going to dribble this one out. Put it to bed. Let's call this one a 13-point win.
Worry about dunking when they're worth 3.
Hard to reconcile that one. That's a tough one. This is worse, I think. We have Murray State, taking on Missouri State. And Missouri State's favored by 4.5. They lead by 3 with 8.9 to go. Josh Hall at the line for a free throw. This is one where you can't tell which way the bad beat's going to go.
Oh, really?
No, off the miss.
Oh!
Offensive rebound.
They're like 2 strike hits.
Got a foul. Keandre Cook goes to the free throw line, makes the first, makes the second, and if he makes the second, we're now going to Covertown, right? Oh, yes, indeedy. Hold now. We still have 3.7, and Tevin Brown.
Keep the camera on.
Thanks, Chuck.
No handshakes.
That's a big-ass bear.
Oh!
And that's a 3. Right in your nugget. Again, we're going to have a 6-pack of nuggets. That's a bad beat. This is impossible. The Pacers and the Knicks, the total's 209.
Knicks are in their home dark jerseys.
Yeah, don't get confused. Steve's here for the jersey accounting, as always. Now, we get a bucket here. We've got 204 points with 5 minutes to go.
5! It's an NBA game. You need to foul somebody.
You need 5 points the rest of the way for the push.
How about make a layup?
Nobody's making anything.
Travel.
It's late.
Oh.
We need a bucket. Any kind of bucket. Again, that's not the Knicks. The Knicks are in the dark jerseys. Need a miracle. Here comes the miracle. We get to overtime. We're getting our over. Layup good. No. We need a miracle. Julius Randle. We got the miracle. He's fouled. He's going to the free throw line. We need them both.
You can't draw this up.
You couldn't invent this.
You can't.
Now he's going to the free throw line. Not a great free throw shooter, not a terrible free throw shooter, but we need them both. Oh, that's pure.
Is that the toughest one? That's what they say, right?
Sure. Now the second one, need the second one because by rule, overtime means at minimum we're going to get a push, right? By rule.
Advantage push.
That's long. And that's how you lose a bet. When you're
5 minutes of an NBA game.
They went 1 of 21 in the last 5.
Winners is better than that.
I went 2 and 3 in winners. It feels like a winning week. Okay, you've probably heard about this one. You might not know everything involved. The Timberwolves are leading by 2, getting 3.5 in OKC. There's a lot going on here. Chris Paul.
In the middle of it, as always.
On both ends. Tries to draw the foul. Both he and karl-Anthony Towns fall down. Nothing is called. Jordan Bell gets the rebound. He's fouled. He's praying. Sometimes, Steve, all prayers answered. Sometimes the answer's no. Misses the first. Misses the second. Look at Josh Okogie go up and get it.
Love that guy.
Karl-Anthony Towns calls timeout.
What a play.
So now you're getting 3.5. You're up by 2. There's 1.7 on the clock. You've got the ball.
High 5. We're going to Bricktown.
Inbounds to the Cat. He gets fouled. Now, he's a good free throw shooter.
He is.
Right? 80% plus for the year. Oh, he misses the first. Misses the first. Now, a lot's going on here. What's Chris Paul doing? He's pointing. Who's he pointing at? He's pointing at Jordan Bell. He's pointing at Jordan Bell because his shirt's untucked. Now, that's against the rules. Now, what we're going to do, they say snitches get stitches, or they get technicals.
But you want him to make this free throw.
Scott Foster called it. It is a delay of game. Ryan Saunders can't believe it. Now, It's a technical because it's their second delay of the game. Here's their first. Karl-Anthony Towns, what has he got, Steve?
Dressed as a mummy.
Well, he's got ice packs on his knees, and they've got all kinds of ace bandages, and they're hooked up in such a way that he can't get them off. And he's trying to take them off. And we got people.
Hey, father, lose the cell phone.
We're in the front row, man. Pay attention to the
Father.
game. Sir, heads up. You got a giant man wrapped up with an ice pack.
Help him out.
Call for a delay.
Look at how long that takes.
Well, that's why they got a delay of game warning. So their second delay of game leads to a technical foul that Danilo Gallinari is about to take, and he makes it. Now, you're still up by one. There's 1 point.
Is still down the other end.
There's 1.1 on the clock, and you know you need to miss it. Now watch Karl-Anthony Towns. Like, I got it.
Coach Cal taught me this one.
I got it. I know what to do. I got to miss. But there's an art form to missing, and he doesn't miss.
Get
and now,
back!
Steven Adams, Dennis Schroeder, tie game. Now, if you are familiar with the gambling trade and you have an underdog getting 3.5, and that happens, you know the overtime score is about to be a lot to not many.
Yep.
And it was.
Yikes.
In overtime,
You know it.
Schroeder hits the pull-up. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, float game.
On point, all-star.
And
some baskets become more important than others.
Gilgeous-Alexander for 3. And all of that in totality is why your Timberwolves plus 3.5 wager, if I may, right here. That's how we do it.
That's probably the worst made free throw of his career.
Yeah, that's what happened there. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.